What's up, everybody? My name's Dave Stewart, also known as Davey Stew, and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. I buy things at a discount at thrift stores, department stores, online marketplaces. I flip them on eBay for some pretty cool profits. Along with that, I also invest into the stock market and I try to expand my horizons to find new forms of revenue streams. So I'm now on this journey to document everything that I do from a financial perspective on YouTube for your enjoyment and entertainment. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what sold in the month of August for some pretty decent profits along the way. So stick around and enjoy. All right, if you are one of my current subscribers, thank you so much. I feel the love. I'm at 99 right now. I can't wait to get over that 100 mark. And if you're new to this channel, thank you just as much for being here as well. If you haven't already, like this video if you enjoy the content, subscribe and hit the notification bell somewhere up here so that YouTube can let you know when I post a new video. To recap, I'm an eBay reseller. I invest into the stock market and I try to find other ways to make money. So if you like any of that kind of stuff, I want this to be engaging and interactive. So go ahead, start following me and let me know some feedback. Let me know how you feel about everything. Before we get into the items that sold for the month of August, I want to talk about two things real quick. One, I'm not a certified CPA. I'm not a certified financial advisor. Always, always, always do your own research when it comes to anything from a financial perspective, stock market related, tax related, anything like that. In this video, not so much stock market, but there might be some questions about taxes and how much things are going to be taxed throughout the month. I'm not a certified financial advisor or CPA, so please, please, please do your own research when looking into this type of thing. And on top of that, the second point is there are always going to be some type of underlying processing fees and shipping fees and payment fees. I'm still under eBay and PayPal, so I'm going to have eBay fees, I'm going to have eBay shipping fees, I'm going to have PayPal fees. So again, do your research on that end as well. This is not going to be all-inclusive. I'm not going to go into a firm breakdown on my eBay and PayPal fees, but know that they are there, know that they are under there. I'm just looking to show you the quick, here's what I bought it for, here's what someone paid for it, because I really think that's probably the most interesting part from oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was this much value. But yeah, do your research, use me to ignite the spark of interest, and then we're just going to have some fun and go from there. All right, let's get into the month of August. All right, so before I get into each individual item, I just wanted to do a quick recap on sales for the month as a whole. So I have my screen here. I'll probably put a picture or a screenshot of it up on the computer for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and dig into some of this right now. So this report is from August 1st, 2020 through August 31st of 2020. And it's going to compare to the last month, July 1st to July 31st. So the prior 31 days as a comparison for sales and everything else. Total sales were $1,734.96, up 15.7%. So yes, right now I'm full-time, but I also don't claim to be living off of these profits yet. So I'm still new. I really just kicked into this high gear come mid to late April. I was doing it really just to test the waters as a hobby before that. But then I decided to leave my place of employment and pursue this full-time because I had fun doing it, and I know with some hard work it's going to be worth it in the long run. It does say for taxes and government fees right now there were $65.62 that were collected by either sellers and or eBay. Selling costs right now, $431.16, or about 24.9% of my total profits, which I sort of assumed my selling costs were going to be about 25% of my total sales that I had. Which brings us to a net sales, net of taxes and selling costs, of $1,238.18, which is up 32.8% from last month. So one thing I'm extremely happy about is every month I'm growing little by little. So as I continue to find better items that I thrift and start to purchase some other newer items to sell at a premium, I'm starting to increase my total sales. Yes, as you can see here, throughout the month of August, there were only a few days where I didn't have a sale. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like there might have only been a total of about 7 or 8 days that didn't have a corresponding sale to them. So that was pretty exciting on my end. I'd love to finally hit a month where I have something sell every single day of that month. That's just sort of personal goal of mine. It's one of my milestones that I want to see happen, and I'm super excited when it finally comes to fruition. I'm going to be doing backflips. To give you a quick breakdown of the selling fees as a whole, for selling costs, again, as I mentioned, a total of $431.16, of which eBay fees were $133.51. That's a combination of insertion fees, final value fees, promoted listings, subscription fees, and fee credit. So they'll also give me credit back for different promotions that eBay runs as well. I did not use anything for insertion fees because I didn't breach my maximum amount. I have what is, I think, the basic store subscription, so I get 250 or 350 free listings a month. I didn't go over that, so I wasn't charged a fee there. Final value fees is absolutely the most, and that was at $128.63. Promoted listings, $37.11. So I use promoted listings on almost everything that I have in my store. I typically don't go over 3 to 4% unless I know it's an item that's extremely saturated and I just need a leg up above 100 plus different listings, but even then I don't always go much higher than that. And then my subscription fee costs me $21.95 a month. With that, I had $54.18 in credits, which is what gave us the $133.51 total. Shipping labels, $225.26. So this is going to be one that I think creeps up behind a lot of people, especially if you do free shipping and you don't quite understand the math behind what you're selling, right? You need to have the right price point to compensate for your cost of shipping in your total sales amount. So my sales were $225, or my shipping labels cost $225.26. Or 52.2% of all of my selling costs. So over half of my selling costs were just purely shipping labels. And then PayPal fees were $72.39, so $72.39, or 16.8% of my total selling costs for the month. So yeah, so that's just a quick overview. Like I said, I'm not going to go through that detail item by item, but I wanted to show you what it was for the month. So again, $1,734.96 in total sales, $1,238.18 in net sales. And then also you have to consider taxes and everything else that'll be taken out on top of that. So yeah, my biggest month so far. Again, everything is being reinvested 100% back into the store, so I'm not making anything that goes into my pocket just yet, but it's worth it. So, all right, on to the first item. Okay, the first item is an HOC Model Train. This item here is a UP Union Pacific 4810 Smooth Side Diner passenger car. I found this at a Goodwill. There was someone that got rid of their collection. I'm not sure how, not sure why, but one of those big bins, and I didn't know anything about train cars at the time. They were selling them for about $2.50 a piece. So I just grabbed like 6. I wanted to try something out, see what would happen. And I sold 1 or 2 of them for about $45 a piece. This one had sold for $29.99 plus shipping, so the buyer's all in $37.61. So it was a pretty cool gamble picking these up, and I was extremely excited. Next is a 1997 brass Zippo, Smokin' Joe's Racing Zippo to be specific. So this sold for $75 free shipping. I found this at an antique mall nearby within an hour's drive from here. They're selling them for $30 a piece. Anything Camel and Joe Camel related typically sells really well, especially Zippos. So I took a gamble on a few of these. Another one I'll be reviewing in another steps as well. So yeah, $75 all in for the buyer. I paid $30, so that's $35 in profit, not including fees and taxes and all that good stuff. Next is an Obi-Hi Technology Ink VoIP Adapter for phone and fax machines. So I found this at another Goodwill. This was only, I believe, $4.99. Looked up sold comps, realized it was selling for around $40 to $70, give or take. So I listed at $60. Nobody bought it. I think this person sent me an offer at $50. I accepted it, and I think their $54.65 is also for shipping because it went first class because it's really light. So yeah, buyers all in $54.65. I paid just under $5 for it, so just over $48, $49 profits. Next item is a HP TriColor Ink Cartridge. So I found these again at a Goodwill. There were about 4 or 5 on the shelf. They were listed at either 50 cents a piece or 99 cents a piece. I can't remember which. And I had bought 3 or 4 of these. First 1 or 2 sold pretty quick. Now the last 1 or 2 that I have left are just taking a little bit of time, but I think I haven't had these for more than maybe a month. So in a month I took $4 and I'm going to turn it into approximately $70 once all of them sell, which I'm not upset about whatsoever. So yeah, had them listed about 20. This person sent an offer for I think $15 if I'm not mistaken. I accepted that. Free shipping. This went out under, I believe, $3 to ship out, about $2 and change. So $16.61 all in from the buyer. I spent no more than $1 on the item. Next item is a replacement Tiki Mug, ceramic Polynesian cup for a Hawaiian Tiki set. Buyers all in at $18.75. This was a $7 purchase plus shipping. So if you do the math on that, they paid more to ship the item than they did for the item. Next item, a pair of New Balance fuel cell propel men's shoes. These, I copped these at a Ross, I believe, for right around $30, $35 if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was a penny over $35 other than taxes on top of that. But yeah, I had these listed online for about $110. On the higher end, thinking they were going to go higher. There were some sold comps that were up there. And this person, I believe, sent an offer for $100. I had free shipping on the item. Took it. Only cost me, I believe, about $9 to ship the item out. So I'm about $40 all in to the item for a $100 sale. And surprise, for athletic shoes on eBay, if you sell shoes for $100 or more for the total sales price, eBay has highly reduced the fees that they charge because they're really trying to get into the athletic shoe game. So made some pretty good profits on this. I'm happy with it all day. I probably took home in my pocket before taxes and everything. You're probably talking $45 to $50 on this pair of shoes. So I was happy. Next is a Febreze dual action carbon HEPA type air filter, U filter, okay? This is something I had laying around the house. I didn't go out and buy this. I had it laying around the house. It was in a box that we just opened up from when we moved into this home 2 years ago. And we don't have a need for this filter anymore. It was new in box. I put it up on eBay, $11 plus shipping, buyers all in at $16.76. Can't argue. Next, a pair of New Balance shoes, 890 V7s. I really like these shoes. I almost didn't want to sell them because I was going to keep them for me because they fit. But yeah, decided to flip these up and sell them. These were another pair I bought for about $35 at a department store. I had these posted for around 110 and they just weren't moving. The market was flipping on these pretty quick. So after about 2 months, I started to drop the price and finally dropped it all the way down to, I believe, 90 or 95. Somebody sent me an offer for 85. I accepted it. They were all in after taxes and fees at $90.74. I paid, again, $35 for the shoes, so still some pretty cool profits to be had there. All right, next item is Nike Air Force Max 19. These were a gamble for me. So these were at a department store, at a Ross, and they're size 12, but they look like a clunky size 12. So I wasn't sure if these were going to sell or not. I think I paid about $44.99 for these shoes. They sold at the 110 asking price plus shipping. So all in, the buyer was $131.27 into these shoes. I'm $40 in. Only cost me about $12 to ship out, so let's call it 15. So I'm all in 55 to $60. There's another $60 to $70 in my pocket even after all that. Next up, original Nintendo Wii remote control clear silicone case covers. So this was a cool find. I found, I believe, well, I've sold 2 sets of these now. I got 3 left, so that's 10. I think it was 10 or 12 of these in a bag for $3 at a Goodwill. And I knew I could sell these for in a pair of 2 for about $10 free shipping. So that's exactly what I did. Sold one of these, $10.66 all in. I spent around 50 to 75 cents per pair. Plus the cost of just shipping materials and the label, so it wasn't too bad. So still about $5 profit on this item. Next up is another one of those Zippos like I had mentioned. A vintage 1994 Camel Joe Z96. Okay, this is called Joe's Marco grad etched chrome with black case. So another one. This one, somebody had sent me an offer for $70 and I took it. I originally had these up at about $100 to $110 a piece, thinking as I got closer to the Christmas time frame they would still end up selling. But I realized that it was just on the higher end of where I wanted to sell these items. I didn't want to put it out of reach of too many people. Most of these were selling around 50 to 60 bucks, so I put mine at the $75 mark and I wanted to let it sit for the right buyer. So yeah, so put it to 75. This person's gave me an offer of 70 bucks almost immediately after doing that. I said, yeah, you know what, let's take it. I'm in 30, they're paying me 70. It's gonna cost me about $3 to ship out. So $33 into a $70 sale, it still puts over $20 into my pocket. I'm happy. Next up is Under Armour flat laces. They were 52-inch flat lace. Again, this is another one of those. I had these sitting in the closet. I had actually 2 sets of these, and I decided to list them both. They were just in a box. I haven't touched these things in 3, 4, 5 years. It's been a while since I've even owned a pair of Under Armour shoes, so I just, you know what, I'm going to put them up 10 bucks free shipping, see what happens. Sold them both. Here's one of them. Next off, Mizuno Wave Inspire 14 running shoes. So these are a Goodwill find, used shoes. Used running shoes are amazing in the eBay world right now. So I bought these for about $6.99. The buyer was $35 in plus shipping, so total all in of $49.67. So with my $7 and change purchase after taxes, we'll call it 10. These shoes still made me about 30 bucks. Next, this is another one of those mugs, except it's not a coffee mug, it's cooler, it's a beer Stein. So it's a vintage 80s West Germany beer mug. Wiesbaden Germania Brewery 0.5 liter stoneware. Say that 10 times fast. But yeah, so I had this sitting for a very, very, very long time. This is one of my first purchases as well. These things were really cheap, so I thought, okay, for 50 cents to $1, I can flip these things for 10 to 15 bucks, make some profit. Thought it would be fast. It's been about 6 months, but they finally sold. So $13.99 all in, free shipping. I packed these up. I think I got these out for about 4 or 5 bucks, so still a couple bucks to be had. Next off is another pair of those Nintendo Wii silicone case covers. So we'll skip that. That was another $10 purchase. And then the item after that is a pair of New Balance 997s. Black, red, and blues, classic running shoes, size 12. This is another find, about 30 to 35 bucks. The buyer was a tough buyer on this one. They were sending me offers nonstop. I could tell they wanted them because even after I would finally decline, they'd come back and send me more offers. But the market did flip. I had these listed a little higher. So $71.75 all in with shipping. Cost me, like I said, about $35 in, about 10 bucks to ship out. So let's say 45. So that's still another 25 bucks in my pocket. Sony CyberShot DCS 14.1 megapixel digital camera. This was another, this is a quick flip actually. I found this for about 5 bucks, maybe 6 total at a Goodwill, or 3 bucks maybe. I think it was about 3 bucks. And I was like, you know, I can just flip it for 20 bucks. We'll see what happens. And within a week, somebody bought it. $19.99 plus shipping. They were $26, $23 all in. So, yep, nice couple bucks there. Next up is another one of those new genuine HP TriColor Ink Cartridges. This one sold for $15 free shipping. Next item is a Nike LunarEpic Flyknit Shield Black Metallic Silver, size 11 for men's. This is another Ross find for me, about $45 all in if I'm not mistaken on my end plus taxes. Sold for, on the buyer's side, $109.50 all in including shipping and fees. So this would be about another 40 bucks in my pocket, not going to argue. The next item was another one of those new Under Armour flat laces, the one pair for 10 bucks. Item after that, I reviewed this one as well. This is the Logitech Portable Lap Desk N315 with the retractable mouse pad. Thrilled about this one. Paid about 5 bucks for it. It sold for $39 plus shipping, so the buyer was all in $50.75. Next item, Merrell's Men's Black Wild Dove hiking shoes, size 8.5. These were another used pair of shoes that I bought for about $7.99 if I'm not mistaken. These sold for $35 plus shipping, so the buyer was all in $49.11. Next item, Tiva 4144 men's sandals. These were another thrift store find. Bought these for about $5. Sale price was $22 plus shipping, so the buyer was all in at $32.90. Next up is an Insignia RF Modulator, colored black. I bought this for about $2.99 at a Goodwill, and this ended up selling for $25 plus shipping. So buyers all in $36.30, and I'm in the green by about 20 bucks on this one little item. It shipped out first class. It was pretty quick. Next item, mentioned these before as well. So the Titleist PermaSoft left-handed gloves. These were a $70 sale. Oh God, how long has it been doing that? Back onto these shoes. So these shoes are the Titleist PermaSoft left-handed gloves, okay? These were that find that I mentioned in the last video where my fiance found these at a Salvation Army. They were on sale for, I believe, $5 a glove. I believe it was around $5 a glove. And I sold these in packs of 4 for over $55. So pretty cool profits right here. They were really quick, really easy to ship out. They fitted in a padded envelope, and I believe they went first class. So the first pair, or the first set of pairs, sold for $70. Buyer was all in $74.20. And then the second set, or I guess vice versa, the first set that went, I was offered $60, so they were all in $63.75. So yeah, between the two, we're at just about $140 total in, and I believe I spent only about $40. Yeah, $40 total. Spent 40 bucks, ended up turning that $40 into $140 before taxes and fees and everything else. So pretty cool. Next item, HOKA 1-1 running shoes. If you haven't found these in thrift stores, look for them. They have a very high resale value on the used market. They're actually really great shoes overall, and they're even better from a resale perspective. So found these for about $7 to $8. I can't remember exactly which. Buyer was all in $63.65 to have these bought and shipped out. So it was a $45.99 sale price plus shipping on top of that. So yeah, a used running shoe selling for $46 I will take all day, every day, 10 times a day if I could. Next up, I already reviewed these. There was a Sony Excursion running shoes. These were another I think it was like a $10 purchase or $12 purchase on these shoes, and they only ended up selling for 20 bucks plus shipping. So only about $4 in my pocket or so, give or take, after taxes. The buyer was all in $32.37 to ship it out. Next item is a Disney Haunted Holiday Mickey Mouse light set. So those light projector sets you put outside to just circle lights all over the walls. This is one of those. Found these in Goodwill near my house for about $6. And this thing sold for $37 plus shipping. So $54.95 all in. Next item, Vibram furoshiki wrapping sole shoes. These things were an awesome find. There were 2 of them right next to each other in a Goodwill. Only one of them had the bag, and only one of them had a tag. So I think these were supposed to sell each for $11 a piece or $12 a piece, but they ended up selling both of them for $12 total because there was only one bag. So they decided to sell it as a set, as a pair. So they sold us both of them for $12. So we're $6 into each pair of shoes. The one pair of shoes sold for $80, free shipping. That is $80. So we're on a $6 purchase. This sold for 80 bucks. Now they were brand new. You can tell they were never used. They didn't have tags on them, but they were never used. So I sold them at a very good condition, if not brand new condition, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 80 bucks all in. So that more than paid for both of those pairs, obviously. The other pair is still sitting because the pair that's left over is the larger shoe. And since it's for women, the larger shoes tend to sell slower. But I'm confident that this will sell going into probably the 4th quarter of the year into Q4. So yeah, if you don't know what Q4 is the last quarter of the year, October, November, December, and in any type of resale or e-commerce, Q4 is where everybody makes their money, right? Everyone's shopping for Christmas, everybody goes crazy. So Q4, fourth quarter, that's what I'm talking about. Next item, Brooks PureFlow 5 men's size 13. These were another find at a Goodwill. And the surprising things about this is this was another pair of shoes that were brand new on the shelf. And I think they were only asking about, I think it was $10 to $13 for these shoes. I can't remember which. And I knew it was going to be a good enough price to make some money off of it. So I grabbed them and I ended up selling them for $37 plus shipping. So the buyer was all in $50.12. It's definitely a little on the higher end of what I would like to pay for shoes from a thrift store. But I knew I could make some money on this one. I knew they would sell pretty quick, and they did. Next item, Nike Air Max Plus TNs triple black. Okay, I got these from the outlet, okay, that's closest to my house, and I paid up for these. I paid just over $80 for a pair of shoes, and these sold for full asking price at $170 shipped. So these were an international sale, so they went through the global shipping program. So I only spent about $9 to ship these to Kentucky. So yeah, so call it $90 all in. $95 all in. This pair of shoes, before taxes and fees and everything else, still brought in about $80 worth of profit. So I was really happy that I took this gamble. I just need to sell the other pair that I still have. Next item is a Diamond International pickleball set. So 2 black paddles, 1 ball. I've never played pickleball, don't know what it is. The set was pretty much brand new in the packaging, which is why I bought it. And it was for asking about $4 or $5. All right, everybody, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. I'm going to try to do this like during the week as much as possible, so they're a little bit shorter. But I wanted to show you the meat and potatoes of what I do, and right now the meat and potatoes of what sold last month. So I hope this was exciting. I hope this was entertaining. I hope this at least gave you an idea on the type of things that you might be able to find in thrift stores near you that you can flip for some profit. So if you've gone out, if you've done any thrifting or done any type of like retail arbitrage where you buy from one store and still sell it online on eBay, and you think it's something worth mentioning because it was fun, drop a comment in the link below. I would love to hear the types of things that you guys are finding. I would love for everyone in the audience to hear and just spark more dialogue, but most importantly, spark interest and just, you know, keep this stuff alive, because this is a ton of fun. It's the ultimate treasure hunt that you actually get paid to find. So I love it all. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out, both my current subscribers and anybody that's new. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that way YouTube lets you know the next time that I go ahead and post some new content for you guys to watch. So, all right, I think that's it. We'll take care. See you next time.